Welcome, Mr. Raf.
Good morning.
I mean, it is becoming some series of revelation. Just some days ago, that there's an account that was exposed to be an Islamic bank account number, posted by the Chief of Staff, Dr.Ngozi, for the donations. And people are beginning to ask her, how come Biafra is working with a Sharia bank? Now, this is against the ethics, the essence of Biafra. What's your reaction?
Sharia does not have bank. Sharia is an Islamic law that forbids sodomy, adultery, fornication, and other vices. Sharia can never get bank. It does not have bank. What I'm trying to say is that the money they are posting for disbursement, for implementation of, activities of the IPOB in and outside this contraption called Nigeria, does not matter where the money goes into. From where the money is coming, they bank it, the bank there, the money should come out. But if you ask me, I will tell you that in the real sense of it, this this Ngozi, her activities getting out of hand. The bank in question, you know that it should raise a question. Yes, that bank is questionable. You should avoid something like that. I don't like what they are doing this time around. Not that Biafra is going down or Biafra is not going down. But one thing is that one should be very, very careful on how to handle these sensitive issues of Biafra. But Biafra second coming is at its cradle state. So therefore, things like that, funds, especially money, should be handled with care. What is the meaning of the bank, Islamic bank? I'm of the opinion that he should check his excesses. When you are dealing with Igbos, when you are dealing with a group of people, you know how to do it so that it will not begin to raise eyebrow. This Islamic Bank of 18 is questionable. Though I have not conducted my research or feasibility studies to know how it comes about Islamic Bank or whatever, but I think I'm beginning to look into what Ngozi is doing recently. What is the need of Islamic there? Anything Islamic is opposite Biafra. We don't like mosque. We don't like Islam. We don't like their bank, Arab bank. No, because we are not the same with them. So this is an accusation that should be properly investigated. I don't blame people. I don't make case with people without coming out with my, clarity based on investigation. So this has not been investigated. For me, it's a mere speculation. Biafra money should not be handed over to any Islamic bank. They don't like us. We don't like them. They are anti-Christianity. They are anti-semantics. They are anti-Zionism. And we don't associate with them. Anything that has to do with Arab, Igbo man doesn't associate with it. It is very, very questionable. And I can actually assert that it begins to raise an eyebrow. I mean, the personality of Ngozi.
At this stage, I think we can agree that if Orabueze is not called to order, perhaps this Biafra struggle might hit a bottom rock. Because it seems she doesn't have a hold over the party.
I think
because the generals at home are fighting.
It is raising a speculation that this Orabueze of a person must not be an Igbo woman raised in Igbo land. That's where it is going to. Because had it been she was raised in Biafran land, she would have known all this. What's the need of Islamic bank?
A woman that grew
associated with Biafra fundraising.
A woman that got to that position of being chief of staff or whatever. You are questioning her identity?
Yes. It's not raised in Igbo land because this Islamic Bank of 18 now has actually done on me that the previous accusation by Holy Ghost and Ross
yeah,
and so on and so forth
and gentle,
they are coming out with facts. We don't hand over Biafra issue to people that were raised in America or raised in Turkey or raised in Saudi Arabia or raised in Philippines. Positions in Biafra government should be handled by core Igbos, the people that felt the pains of being Igbo man, the people that have, had the experience of a marginalization of the Igbos in the past and present, should be or could be. So we don't associate with people that don't have that Igbo ingredients, attributes in them. This Orabueze, if you ask me, maybe she was raised in America, she was raised in India, or she was raised outside Biafran soil. And this is going to be a big mistake. I'm not saying that he's going to succeed on bringing Biafra down. No. He doesn't know the modus operandi of someone that should be in Biafran government.
Is this you?
If she actually knows,
Mr. Ralph,
she wouldn't have been, involving herself in all this Muslim, Islamic, what is the meaning of that?
But the last time we saw that she elected one guy, one Yakubu, whom I called out, and we discussed about it. And we said,
you see that Yakubu now, we don't know where he comes from.
We said, how come you now have...
Maybe the Yakubu of a man will be from Kogi, because some part of Kogi there, Egala.
I mean, we questioned that. We talked about it.
Yes.
You actually defended
I defended it.
Because you said Yakubu was Joseph or something like that.
Yeah.
So, but
no, Yakubu is Jacob.
Okay, Jacob. But that's on another conversation. Are you, I mean, by extension, seeking the resignation of Ngozi?
I think Ngozi doesn't, it seems she doesn't possess, doesn't have the attributes.
Are you saying she lacks leadership quality?
Not lacking leader. What it takes to be in Biafran government. The girl, the lady, is not brought up, is not a true brought up Igbo woman with that kind of Igbo quality, with that kind of Igbo, Igbo features, Igbo characteristics. Because as you see me now, as a Biafran man I am, anything Islamic, we avoid it. We're Igbos. We don't want them. We don't like them. They don't like us. These people are anti-Zionism, I told you. The anti-Igbos. They are people from Sahel. They are Muslims. At least Fulani. Sure Arabs. They don't like Igbos because we don't like Quran. We don't like mosque. We don't like Islam. We don't like Islam at all. We are largely Christians. So what I'm trying to say is that position, she's not fitting on well in that position. She's not actually representing Biafran too well. I'm not saying that I judge someone this earlier. But what I'm saying is that the quality it takes to be a Biafran, Ngozi Orabueze lacks that quality. They should make sure that they surround him with core Biafrans.
So, Mr. Matthew, Mr. Ralph, sorry.
He should not be left alone. He's not doing well. I
am aware now that some Biafrans are planning to hold a protest, calling Ngozi
resignation
to resign. Do you support such protest?
I support it because this Islamic Bank of 18 now, it has actually indicated that the lady, was not brought up in Biafran land. Is someone else outside. So I'm not saying it's not Igbo, but it's not fitting to that position. He's not doing well.
On a final note, do you think if Ngozi was a male, do you think she'll be facing such backlash?
No.
Because I think why she's suffering this so much backlash
because she's a woman. Yes, if she's a man, she would have no reason to make this kind of blatant errors.
Are you saying the male Igbos are more brilliant than the female Igbos?
Oh my God, Igbo man is too resilient, too intelligent. Our women are intelligent too. But when you talk about defending our fatherland, Igbo man I know could not sleep in 1967, 68, 69, 70. until we drove Hausa the Fulanis away. The war was not won. It was balkanization. It was a policy, hard policy of Kwachioko that won the war. Still, we came back. We bounced back in 1970. We delved into production and we did well till date. So Igbo man is too resilient. Our women should go. They should go to kitchen. Or Abeze should enter kitchen and start cooking yam and beans as a housewife. She's not worth it, that position. I have seen it now. I defended him in the past, but I've actually seen it now that she is dwindling in character. She doesn't possess what it takes to be there. I'm not saying she's not an Igbo woman. But in this primary stage of Biafra second coming, able-bodied men of Biafra are needed to handle the affairs of our government. Ngozi Arabeze should stay clear.
So, I mean, at this stage, I think Biafra is a patriarchal state. A state whereby the men have...
We are chauvinistic. We are not debunking that. Igbo man is chauvinistic. We believe that so women are under us.
Women will not have...
They will have a say. They will have a say.
They will have a say.
They will have a say, but not
chance.
Sensitive positions should not be given to them. I'm telling you the truth. It's playing out now. It is not that we are chauvinistic.
Our weakness is rubbing on all Biafrans.
No, it's not rubbing on all Biafrans. We are just learning, and we've seen how far it has proven that Biafran men should be in control for the meanwhile, until we are matured enough to include women. We are going to run a government that will be women inclusive, but it is too early. We are too young to do that.
Okay, because at this stage, I don't think there's any difference between Biafra and Nigeria.
No, if you ask me, I'll tell you that there's much difference between Biafra and Nigeria.
Story when
because we are trying to sieve.
In Nigerian politics, it's
no. We are trying to
tell you a woman's position is in the kitchen. Like
no. Brady said it today. Yes, but this time around, we are trying to remove grains from the stones. Ngozi Arabeze should go and rest. I'm not condemning our women, but Ngozi Arabeze, she has made a mistake. He should go and rest. Simple.
Okay, thank you very much for that brilliant piece of submission. The Fulanis have laid their hands on the gas earnings, of course, from Port Harcourt. What's your reaction?
And you see, the funniest thing is that the cause which Simon Ekpa is fighting is just, springing up. Barely how many days. So I don't think there's any other evidence Finnish government, Finland government is needed again to exonerate or free Simon Ekpa or let him off the hook of all the accusation. Because 2-3 days ago, 4 Enugu farmers were disallowed, killed. Let me use the language that people will understand. After all, YouTube knows what actually we are doing. I don't understand. So what cause was he fighting for? Is it not what actually happened in Enugu State? Enugu State farmers that were staying in the farmland slums, all those thatch houses built for farmers in the farmland. You can stay there 2-3 days. You can come into the town or communities. They went there and do what? And set those farmers, sent them to their earlier graves. Why? Simon Ekpa, Nigerians presumably believed, was apprehended in Finland to stop protecting the Igbos. See, I'm telling you that Finland, being an advanced country, has given me the hope not to give up on what Simon Ekpa is doing. You know why? They are actually aware of Biafra agitation. Because many a times, in the past, the Biafrans in Finland, they often came out, protesting about the inhumanity, activities of Nigerian government against Igbo people. So the current attack, Fulani attack, herdsmen, terrorist attack on Igbos in Enugu axis has actually set Simon Ekpa free from all the accusations, from all the traps and crafty, moves made by Nigerian government using Peter Mba, the governor of the same province, district, where Fulani herdsmen attacked farmers and disallowed, killed all of them.
But does he not know that the Fulanis are perfect deceptors who will just use and dump you? Look at, I mean, if you look at the history of the Yoruba chronology, how they use Afonja and then dumped him, took over his, I mean, they took over his ancestral land.
Till today.
Why are these southern governors, are the Southeast governors not aware?
Thank you so much. Benefit of political, let me say, stage, political, let me say, arena, political stage, political transactions, going on in Nigeria. The benefit is too succulent, too enticing, too bogus that nobody. It is very, very hard to see somebody like Nnamdi Kanu that could at least resist political benefits of the Fulani hegemonies. They are the one in charge. They are above the Hausas. They are above the Yorubas. They are sitting on top of the Igbos because of Yorubas' alliance with Fulani, because of Hausas' alliance with Fulani, because of Urhobo's alliance with Fulani, Efik, Ibibio, and the rest of the ethnicities in Nigeria, alliance with Fulani. And that is actually what is giving them the overall dynamism.
But how did they achieve that feat? Whereby the Fulanis
centuries.
How did they? Because how is it that Fulanis are using everybody as a stepping stone?
Thank you. Can you listen to me and listen
how
good?
Were they able to outsmart everybody?
Can you listen and listen good? Sir Ahmadu Bello Fulani, Abubakar Tafawa Balewa Fulani, the first prime minister of Nigeria. We are talking about 1960. Abubakar Tafawa Balewa was supported by Britain, socialist Britain, the worst colonialist in Africa.
Oh,
they are devilish, they are demonic, they are witches and wizards, they are not Christians. They actually benefited from the pogrom of 1960s to 1970, whereby Igbos were annihilated. Over 7 million Igbos were annihilated. The people that sponsored Gowon military clique, Nigerian military clique led by Gowon, the British sponsored it to the level that many European countries returned their certificates. John Lennon returned his certificate. He said, "Why must I be so MBA, bachelor's degree on this, when a fellow Christian could, go that descent so low, killing the Igbos, and the Igbos are still Christians?" No, John Lennon, he returned his certificate. What about the Irish man that set himself ablaze in front of the United Nations Secretariat in New York? I often hit that point.
Yeah, sure.
He killed himself. He said, "Why? Christians oppressing Christians." Do you know what they understood? That Britain, they understood actually that Britain is a Christian country. Why persecuting fellow Christians that way? What you're occurring Biafran children. The Irishman set himself ablaze. They poured petrol, fuel. Then you have others that actually denounce Christianity because of what British did to Igbo man from 1967 to 1970. They denounced Christianity. They digressed or defected or cross-carpeted into another religion, which might be maybe Buddhism, Hinduism, or Islam, because of British role. The role that